Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here with our boy Yohan today with Team Silverback. What did you do today?
Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I got top 8. I was undefeated in Swiss. I actually didn't drop a game the entire time during Swiss of 6 rounds, but I unfortunately lost to my teammate Shaq in top 8 cut. Brandon's the best deck, what can I say?
Yes, sir.
So let me get started with this deck profile. So to start off, I played 3 Ghost Ogres. Ghost Ogre is an interesting card because obviously a lot of people are on Deception and they're the whole Azimina package. I mean, it's good for like IPs, Soul of Rage, a lot of different cards you can use this on, but in theory, I would now replace this after using it for a couple of like months almost. I also played 3 Fuwaloses, 3 Ash Blossoms, 3 Drools, and then 3 Imperms. So I was on 15 hand traps. Pretty consistent. I'm on a 48 card deck, so pretty high count. I did definitely need it, but in theory, like I was saying, I could replace these 3 Ghost Ogres with something else, play these 12, and then either it would be like Bestials or probably Bestials to be fair, Bestials or maybe some board breakers, like a Droplet or. But for now, it worked. And Ghost Ogre has been pretty consistent. I just feel like I normal summon him more than I actually like do anything else. So, of course, to get into the best card in the deck, we have the Triple Nightmare Throne. I actually kind of run 5 copies of this card because I use Terraforming and I also use Set Rotation. So, of course, Set Rotation, you need another name. So, as of right now, I have the 1 Pressured Planet in. I mean, hey, Throne is the best card in the deck. You draw it, you're more than likely ending on a crazy board. So Set Rotation is just an extra piece to allow you to do that. And then also, like, it didn't come up today, but I know there's multiple times with this card where I don't need it. And then I might just use Throne, and then I might set this. And then on their turn, if they use, like, their field spell, I might chain this to it just to get rid of their field spell. So a lot of moving pieces with that where it comes in handy.
Yes, sir. Utility.
Yeah, I play 2 Fenrirs, Unicorn, a German Birth. I had to include the German part, but so basically most people run 2 Unicorns, 1 Fenrir. My thought process behind it was, well, 2 things. 1, this is ulti, so higher chance of winning. 2, if I side like this and this out, if I was only running 1, then I would be siding this and then another Unicorn. So I'd be siding out 6 cards, which, hey, you could definitely do that. But by me playing these ratios, I could instead leave these 2 in, side these 4 out, and side in or side out whatever else that I don't need, like maybe an Engraver, maybe, Escape, Dark Beckoning Beast, whatever it is that I don't need going in second. This is a really good card to start off going second. Like, it already applies pressure and they have to respond to it most of the time. Then from there we have 2 Fiendsmith Engraver, a Lurie, and a Lacrima, and a Tract. So I don't play 3 of these because now that we have Lacrima, you don't really need 3. I mean, yes, it is a 1-card starter, but Droll is so apparent in the meta right now that I kind of don't even want to draw Engraver most of the time. Like, I even side this card out most of the time going second or like second and third game if I need to make room for, whatever else I wanted to put in. Because in theory, like, I kind of don't even need this either. I could just literally run like 2 cards. Yes. But, in general, it's still like this ratio works well. There's multiple times where I draw like, I don't know, this and like this or something, or like some weird combination, but depending how you sequence it, you could always use Engraver like to shuffle something back in so that you could then Requiem, like depending if you like of the way that you draw it.
Yes, sir.
Then for engine, we got 3 Dark Beckoning Beasts, the opening, 3 Samsara D Lotus. So these are the 1-card starters in a sense. I mean, this is not a 1-card starter anymore as I don't play Amaraj, but I mean, honestly, Dark Beckoning Beast most of the time is my favorite normal summon. Um, as long as I have an extender or something else that if they stop this, I could still keep playing. Then for the core, we have 2 Spirits of Yubel. We have the 1 original Yubel and 1 Tear. I only play 1 Squirmer as well. The reason why is I used to be a huge fan of 2 Squirmers, but it's just unnecessary. Like, it almost never comes up where I need 2 Squirmers. Like, I guess in theory, if I play like a Runic player, if I banish this, or like even people say for follow-up, but like you don't need it. Like, this deck can already create so much, like you shouldn't need follow-up most of the time. Have Nightmare Pain. That's the most important engine. I see some people playing 2. You don't need 2. You can, most of the time they don't banish it, they just destroy it, and then you could add it back off opening. Then we have the Shavara and the Escape. I still like the Escape because I play double Yama in my extra deck. So, I mean, if I took out a Yama, I would then play the other ones. But as long as I play that, I'm going to play this. Helps me dodge random things like, I don't know, Droplet or Evenly or just different things.
Makes sense.
We have Opening, Called By, and Talents for just like 1-of cards. I mean, this obviously is a 1 card, well, 1 and a pitch starter, so it gives me full combo. Talents, in my side deck, I run Thrust, so it's just my 1 target for Thrust. And then Called By, when you draw it, and I mean, I drew it a few times throughout the
round 5 was crazy.
Yeah, round 5, my opponent goes Perulia. I go, I don't like that. Ash Blossom. He goes, okay, fuwalos. And then I was like, Chain Called By. And then I just full comboed and he just lost.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Yeah. And then let's go over to the extra deck. Pretty standard. I mean, most people play 2, but I like 3. I really like 3. This card is just, sometimes you don't even have to think. Like, sometimes you could just make this combo, make like another one, link it off, and then at the end make another one. And then you have like multiple copies of this. I mean, it's good for late game. It's good for when you start up, have a huge board, they somehow break it, and then next turn you just make a Phantom. And then like even if you link one off, you still always have the Phantom. For the Fiendsmith stuff, we play the Desiree, the Area Leader, Moon, Requiem, Sequence. I don't play Necro Equip Princess. Reason is because Lacrima pretty much like does everything I need it to, where I'd never really need to put that. Like put the Requiem on the Engraver, the Lacrima. I mean, it has come up in the past where like a Necro Equip would have done really well, but averaging out like the times I win versus losing because of that, it's never like a factor. Then we have, of course, the 2 XYZs. Verudris, amazing. High Caesar, it's good. Don't get me wrong. Like, I just a lot of the times don't really use it. Like, I use it sometimes, and I mean, it won me maybe a game. But like, other than that, if I ever needed to take something out, I might take that out first. We have the Soul of Rage, double Yama. Like I said, I love double Yama because I can then create this with escape set, escape pop this, pop something else, and then use the second one to bring this back, where I use the first one to make Verudris. So it comes up, and then we have SP for the Soul of Rage, and then Muckrucker. So pretty standard extra deck. Let's go on to the side deck. So for side deck, I ran 3 Perulia. It's really oppressing having these and Fruloses in your deck going second, and you draw, like, that's 6 cards. You're gonna probably draw 1. Like, so, came up a couple times, really good. This is my time card, Red Resonator. Didn't come up once at all today, or actually for the past like week, but you know, it's just there just in case. Yeah,
gotta have it.
Then I hate Shifter, so I run the Mannequin Cat and Chaos Hunter line. Didn't come up at all today. Actually, Mannequin Cat low-key lost me a game in top 8 versus Shaq because I sided it in when I wasn't supposed to. Just thinking like, oh, depending on a situation, I could gimmick puppet him. Like, well, that's not really the reason, but like, I thought like, I don't know, if I'm in let's say I'm going second, and then I use this, I could reborn his level, like his dark monster, and then still grab any dark monster from my deck. So I just thought there was some merit behind it, and like, I don't know if he plays evenlies, but I thought maybe he was on evenlies or just cards that banish, which obviously, like, his Albion banishes, or Albaz, whatever the dragon is.
Mirror Jade?
No, there's that one, but there's the... Yeah, Albion. Yeah, Albion. He banishes, so, like, having a Chaos Hunter on the board could theoretically stop some of the lines. Played 2 Droplets. Droplets, I sided in a few times. They came up, like, once, where it was pretty helpful, but for the most part, never really comes up. I normally don't draw this, but it's just there, because in theory, it's really good. 1 Dark Ruler, no more. So, with the Dark Ruler no more, I play 2 Thrusts, DDG, D-Barrier, Harpies, and Lightning Storm. So, these are all my Thrust targets. I'm only on 2 Thrusts right now because I side like 8 cards most of the time versus most players. Like, against Branded, I don't have like 8, I have maybe like 5. But I don't know, against Snake Eyes, against even Sprite, like random stuff, I there's like 8 cards I normally could put in, and if I'm doing that, I'm more than likely going to draw 1 or 2 of them. So like having 3 thrusts sometimes is unnecessary, because what if I draw a double thrust?
Yeah.
Right, and then one of the side deck pieces I put in, so then now I kind of have like 3 out of my 5 cards that are so I feel like 2 is good. Like, there's theory where 3 is better, but for the most part, the side deck, it's been pretty consistent for a while, and have no complaints with it. The deck's been performing really well. Been winning a lot of locals with it, and you know, Yubel, even though it's not the favorite right now, it's still a really, really strong deck, and even into next format where, you know, a lot more shifters, I feel like this deck is still a viable option. I will probably try to continue with it and see where it takes me. And then if not, I'm going to play one of the other 2 decks.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you so much. Any shout-outs?
Yeah, of course. So thank you to Imperial for hosting the tournament. First place got QCR Engravers. Second got mulcharmies. Third got Purge or Impulses. And fourth got the Azimina package. So, like, that's pretty good prizing. And I really respect like how consistent they are in hosting these events for us. I want to shout out my team, of course. Matt, he got first place with Mermill, and then Shaq got third with Branded. That's actually who I lost to, like I said, in the top 8. So want to really shout out everyone on Team Silverback, because, you know, a lot of testing going on off scenes, and everyone's really helped to make us just better players. So I guess we'll see where the next meta leads us into, and thank you guys for checking out the deck profile.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and please keep coming back for more Yu-Gi-Oh content.